Thank you, Mr. Canzanese. I would like to also thank my former coach, Ralph Ippery, another East Hall of Famer, for nominating me and the Hall of Fame committing me for accepting my nomination. Also, congratulations to all the other inductees, a well-deserved honor for all of you. And a big thank you to my family and friends for sharing this special day with me. It means a lot, and I mean that. I believe I did things a bit backwards, which for those who know me are not surprised. Most kids start playing sports or get involved in other activities at a young age. I waited until the summer between 9th and 10th grade to play tennis for the first time. It was at our swim club in Point of Woods. My father needed a fourth player so they could play a set of doubles. None of his friends were interested, so he asked me, and that's how my love of tennis started. I tried out my sophomore year, made JV, but never played a match. It was after that some of the players got a job cleaning the tennis courts at the old racket club. They paid us in court time, not money. I was asked to join them by some of the starters, specifically Michael Kessler and the late John Newville. We were able to play all winter indoors, and that's where my game improved immensely. My junior year, the single spots were pretty much not available with all the returning players, but they needed doubles teams, and I was paired with Wayne. I'm not sure how this happened. Maybe I'll ask Coach Ippery or Coach Cole afterwards. Well, the rest is history. We went 26-0 our junior year, and the team was the New Jersey Public School State Champions. Needless to say, Coach Ippery and Coach Cole were not going to separate us. Our senior year, we went 26-0 again, and we won our second straight public school state title. One of my favorite comedians, Stephen Wright, said, "Practice makes perfect. No one's perfect. Why practice?" It was the only time I disagreed with what he said. Tennis is a team sport as well, and to become a state champion, it takes a team effort. A big thank you to all of my former teammates. Finally, I'm truly grateful to share this day with Wayne. From our first challenge match in practice to our second state title, we have remained close friends, and that means the world to me. It's been 40 years, but once a Cougar, always a Cougar. Thank you all very much.
Glad we found Jeff. First of all, I'd like to thank, no, Jeff did that, but no, Jeff, you thanked everybody else. But I'd like to thank the committee for this honor, and I have to say, it's quite a hoot to see Mr. B. He looks awesome, as always. Congratulations to the other inductees. It's a great accomplishment for all of you. I want to thank first Coach Ippery. He was an interesting coach, always kept us on our toes, always had a wisecrack. A master tweaker, but somehow it always kept us motivated. So whatever you were doing, it worked. But the greatest memory I have of Coach Ippery is the summer after my sophomore year. I went to a tennis camp that he was running, and he taught me how to serve and volley. And I fell in love immediately. Serve and volley has been my identity as a tennis player my whole life, and it's also been a part of my identity in life itself, and to this day. So thank you, Coach Ippery. Most importantly, well, actually, I also want to thank Coach Cole. He was always there keeping things light, whether he was telling jokes or playing his guitar, and he's good. If you haven't heard him, he's very good. And he just kept us sane. And we had a lot of crazies and a lot of crazy times, and he kept us sane. So thank you, Coach Cole. And most importantly, I want to thank my friend, good friend Jeff. More than a partner, Jeff's been one of my best friends my entire life to this day. And it's hard to describe the special bond you have as doubles partners. It's a lot like a marriage. I've been told many, many times that our marital spats on the court were absolutely entertaining. I think secretly we enjoyed it too. But thank you, Jeff, for sharing your talents, your friendship, your partnership with me. It's truly the best. Our teams in 79 and 80 were really close, both on and off the court. And unlike a lot of teams today, it was all about the team. It was all about the team winning. And we felt that if we put a lineup together that was going to win for the team, regardless of individual accomplishments, and that's all that mattered. And I see a lot of young folks around here today, and I hope you all make it about the team when you're playing sports. It's not about me, it's about us. So I hope you always remember that. Never forget that the greatest victories are those that are shared with others. Tennis has always been a big part of my family's life, so I want to mention my family. My wife Cynthia plays in tennis leagues and tournaments, and we actually play some doubles together. And the spats we have on the court are even more entertaining than the ones I've had with Jeff. My son Christopher has played since he was young. He's overcome so many challenges in his life. There he is. Good work, Chris. He's a graduate student now, a great person. You simply amaze me, Chris. I'm so proud of you. And my daughter Leah, she is the tennis player in the family. She played first singles this past year for Morristown, which was our arch rival back in the day. You can boo all you want. And I'm just one proud papa. I can attest, as I'm sure many of you can, that it is much harder to watch than to play. And I think the last few years have taken about 10 years off my life. And I'm not sure how many more will be taken off as I watch her play 4 years in college, but I'm willing to give them up. And I just want to remember some of the folks who were on our team that we lost. Len Ricker, who was on our 79 team. John Newcomb, who Jeff mentioned, who died a tragic death. And one of my best friends, Fred Pollock, who passed away after a long battle with cancer. So I'd like to remember them today. Memories are precious. Family and friends are precious. Being able to share our lives, our trials, and our accomplishments, that's precious. Thank you for bringing them all together for